So what is it? I have to take my finger off of my aim stick to do a jump 180. Everybody knows the bunny hop 180 is one of the most efficient moves ever in the game. Tack slide, hit a corner, jump 180, a guy loses you, you know, he doesn't have that aim stability you show you. Everybody knows that that's the move to use. The drop shot, all that shit, man. It all makes me have to take my finger off of the stick that's aiming at you. You don't have to do that on a PC or, on a keypad. Like sometimes on my controller, I fucking set it. Some games I can't play now because I hacked my controller. I'm kind of a cheater.
I probably keep one for painting.
Remember I was telling you earlier about how aim assist and shit works? So like, I always felt like, that's why I have these triggers right here. The time it takes me to squeeze my trigger is way less than them to push the button on their mouse. So let's just say it's like a 50-50 thing. Like we surprise each other, right? You turn a corner, I turn around. Oh shit, there's a bad guy. That's what we call a 50-50, right? So much comes into play in a 50-50. The time it takes me for a regular PlayStation guy to pull my trigger all the way down is almost twice the milliseconds it would take for a guy who clicks a mouse, right? So that's why I have these extenders, right? So these extenders push the button in further faster. That's why I have them glued on. But even then, now I can't drive vehicles in the game because vehicles take, like, it's like a real pedal. So the further I push this down, the faster the car goes, right? But I can't push my trigger button all the way down, which is also my accelerator button, because of my sticks, what I created with this. So when it comes to shooting a gun, there's only a certain point you have to pull the trigger and the gun goes off, right? So, it's so hard to explain. I'm sorry. So think of it this way, right? The time it takes me and a computer guy to pull the trigger is totally different, right? He can pull the trigger way faster than I can because of how quick a mouse can click. Me, on the other hand, is a big trigger, right? It's a big trigger and it takes a long time. So there is a breaking point about halfway through that your gun fires, right? So you don't have, so now I don't have to go all the way down. Basically, it takes away my ability to push it all the way down, but it also makes it a lot quicker for me to pull the trigger now, because there is no gray area of where the gun works or where the gun doesn't. It just happens quicker because I don't go past it. Like basically, like, so there's like a room for error. Like if I'm on a controller, I'd have to only like pull it halfway. Like I'd have to like click it really fast halfway for it to match a computer guy's. But at the same time, now I can't drive. Baby, listen to me. Stop. Listen. Now I can't drive a car because I can't push the pedal all the way down on the way. So I took away half of my fucking trigger so I could match the actual shooting shit, right? Now I can't fucking drive a car. All these guys talk about like fucking controllers and shit, like controller versus PC, like shut the fuck up. I'm actually gonna set that straight right now. Like, everybody talks so much about fucking controller versus PC. I'm just gonna set it straight right now, right? Everyone in martial arts has their own style, and they use their style specifically. Everybody wants to get rid of the calf kick or the oblique kick. Eye gouges are out, nut grabs are out. You know what I mean? So like over time, people have advanced the sport, and right now, PvP video games are advancing. We're trying to find where the morality level lies between aim assist and having your whole loadout available to you in separate buttons. There's no doubt in my mind that a guy on PC is able to use a semi-automatic faster because of the fact that he has a quicker trigger. There's no doubt about it. A person who's a noob who grabs the sticks doesn't have the control of a guy on computer because you literally know which direction you're going. If you press A, W, G, whatever the case is, you know where you're going. Left, right, up. With a stick, there's still a gray area. It's kind of a guessing area. And God forbid you have a malfunction, you know, some dust in there or a hair, you know, it's going to throw you off completely as a controller user. And another thing that comes up is vehicle ability. So I throw precision sticks and triggers on my controller. Now I do not have the ability to fully drive a vehicle. I can't go full speed in a truck, ATV, none of that. Only thing I can do is drive a helicopter. Because that's the only thing that responds to a half pull trigger, right? Because I have to match these computer guys' fire rate. So what is it? I have to take my finger off of my aim stick to do a jump 180. Everybody knows the bunny hop 180 is one of the most efficient moves ever in the game. Tag slide, hit a corner, jump 180, a guy loses you, you know, he doesn't have that aim stability you should. Everybody knows that that's the move to use. The drop shot, all that shit, man. It all makes me have to take my finger off of the stick that's aiming at you. You don't have to do that on a PC or, on a keypad. You don't. When you do your 180 bunny hop, you do that with your finger on the trigger.
Where's that giant piece of cake?
That's right. I gotta give my kids a giant piece of cake. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, man. Everybody whining about controllers, this and that. Like, we have disadvantages too. When we talk about TTK and all that kind of stuff, it's balanced in a sense. We need the aim assist because I take my finger off of the aim stick to do a 180 jump shot, which happens all the time, or even a tag slide shoot, you know? Whatever, man. It's just solo season talking out trash. You guys like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Comment section. Hello to you this season.